Okay, you know, it was a Camaro video, the aforementioned one from last video. I don't really know when we're going to make that video live, but I did mention, you know, working on the Camaro, some oil stuff. That is a box from Summit on top of some tile that we're redoing the bathroom over here. I always like to have them include a bunch of stickers. I can't tell you how mad I am when I spend hundreds of dollars on automotive equipment, they don't send me stickers. It's really the biggest issue that I face with these companies. Not to mention, this thing was delayed for it was like 9 hours delayed, which, you know, I don't really do anything too important now, but say I did, I'd be mad. I don't like UPS anyways. I lost my turtle for 5 days. I'm coming for you, seriously. I'm doing it. You don't know when, you don't know how, but I'll be there. All right. Thank you, Summit. All right, video's over. This is all we needed right here. Oh, Moroso stickers. God help me, I have a race car. Okay, you know, I didn't realize this is what I ordered, but I'm happy I did. It's got the metal band on the inside. It's not like the Philpro ones, which I like the Philpro ones. I do. I think they just the plain Jane generic ones you get, they're not bad. But this one would be less of a headache. Just a ton of bolts you got to undo. And this is probably the oil pump, which I don't think I need the grinder for. And the grinder was absolutely necessary for some tape. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there's the drive, and here's the pump. Get this open. Yeah, that looks like an oil pump I've seen once or twice. Okay. Oh, and the pickup's welded. Isn't that nice? That's actually the reason why mine failed very recently. Oh, wow. This is great. This is great. I don't think I've ever held one this new. Normally, I just get them off engines that are slightly better than previously worse engines. Okay, well, somebody with the Camaro. We got the battery charger hooked up to it. Hopefully, it not having oil pressure doesn't kind of screw me over here. Nope, still dead. All right, she's going to wait a few more seconds. Nope. Still almost out. All right, we got her started, and the oil pressure's already dropping. As long as she has some oil pressure. Hey, will you move the charger box out of the way and then close the hood? I'm gonna have to do this quick. I don't want to burn up the engine or anything stupid. This up as soon as I pull this back in. Okay, well, this is the engine. This is a 355, not 355 for horsepower, but 355 to, you know, just make it healthier. It's paired up with a TH350. It's been modified to have a second gear shift kit. It's got 373s in the rear. These doors were blue once upon a time, but they were fiberglass and very, very bad for daily driving. These used to be leather, and then sold the leather ones, and I got some race car seats, and then I didn't like them, and then I got these from some junk, you know, whatever. His interior, she's very nice. This is my daily, like 90% of the time. Already got a vacuum catch on her. She used to have a 454 in there. I actually explained this, I think the day 2 video, of the GTO day 2 video. It's like, seems forever ago now, but, you can see I already went ahead and put the stickers on, so they know I'm cool. But yeah, no, as you just saw, oil pressure is like, it's like all over the board. So I'm gonna see if we can't, you know, just kind of do this in a timely manner. I gotta find a jack that like properly works. We have that one right there, but I don't know how well it'll do against this. First things first, I gotta drain the oil, and it's gonna be an awful camera angle, but you know, whatever. Okay, you join me underneath the Camaro. She's got a custom subframe. She has headers. She's actually, I mean, she's beautiful under here. I mean, she is really, really nice under here. No rust. This car doesn't have a bit of rust. But, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever removing the oil pan, but it's kind of annoying because there's so many bolts. And occasionally you just have to pull out these little guys. Put them over here.
Even death.
Finished it. That shit was terrible. I'm not even gonna record. I mean, the recording's awful. It was awful. I cut my hand really bad on the flywheel. It was terrible. It kind of leaks now. I just got done driving her. She makes 60 pounds of oil pressure, 55 at idle, and then drops down to 20 intermittently. I think the gauge is bad as well, but no, she runs good. Runs very, very good. But no, that video was terrible. Don't ever try to do that laying on your back. It sucks. Jack it up. Put it on ramps. Do whatever. Don't do what I did. It was stupid. And that's the whole video. It's just. We had footage, and that's it. That's the Camaro video. Say hi, Lucille. She says hi. All right. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so I can put out more terrible YouTube videos. Thank you. I feel as if I need proof that I actually did this. Here is a new oil pump on my crappy engine. Yeah, no, we had to pull the engine out of the car, just up in the front a little bit. That was the easy part. Getting the mounts in was terrible. And then I actually had cameramen put in the smaller bolts around the oil pan. So if it leaks, I have someone I can in fact blame.